Mr. Warren Buffett, you've been very critical of Bitcoin, right?
Oh, I analyzed some high-quality shills on Reddit, and I changed my mind about cryptocurrencies. I think big finance is doomed.
But trading cryptocurrency is said to be extremely risky and speculative.
Well, I went all in.
Excuse me, I don't follow.
I bought $88.2 billion worth of crypto, and I'm gonna hodl tight though. I'm not gonna sell this baby until it hits $1 trillion.
Don't you know you should always diversify your investment, spread the risk?
I did diversify. I got 20 billion in Bitcoin and some Ethereum too. I only pay 1.5% fees on Coinbase. It's so much cheaper than buying stocks or bonds.
Sorry, are you out of your mind? Coinbase is the most expensive exchange out there. Literally. You only pay 0.2% everywhere else.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So if we have a look at the markets today on this Sunday afternoon, we notice that there is a lot of red. However, Bitcoin is hanging right around that $7,000 mark, but the interesting thing about today is that if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, it's actually pulled back a percentage, and if you switch from USD to BTC and scroll down, you'll actually realize that a lot, if not most, of the coins are actually in green today. So this is important because if you're already in cryptocurrency, then you need to compare to the Bitcoin comparative, which is good because today, if you're holding altcoins, you're actually up. So, no reason to fret on that. And if we look at the biggest gainer of the day, once again, we have Empower Coin up 33%. But, you know, you have a look over here and you'll see that it's only on one exchange and it only has $231,000 worth of volume, which is crazy easy to manipulate, guys. So I definitely would be very careful with that one. So I thought we'd do something a little bit different to start this one off. I wanted to talk about this day 1 year ago. So 1 year ago today, Bitcoin was trading at $2,750. It was also the birth of Bitcoin Cash, which was trading roughly around $200 at the time. And not to mention, this time, actually 2 years ago, Bitfinex was hacked, so 120,000 Bitcoins were stolen, which at the time was about $70 million. The losses were socialized as a 36% haircut, and BFXIOU tokens were issued. Many unaffected accounts were bailed in and lost dozens of Bitcoin and thousands of Ethereum. So, moving on, guys. I think this is probably the craziest news of the day. The first time I read this, I was actually laughing out loud. Like, I almost wish I caught my initial reaction because this to me is just crazy. So you have a treasure ship ICO dupes investors. So South Korean police have asked Interpol to help with an investigation into the fraudulent token sale of Chanel gold coins that were claimed to be backed by the treasure on the sunken Dmitry Donskoy. Local media reported that the sale raised an estimate of $53.5 million from about $124,000 investors. Guys, so South Korean company Shinil Group announced on July 18th that it had discovered the shipwreck of the Russian battleship Dmitry Donskoy that was scuttled in 1905. The company also claimed at the time that about 200 tons of gold were found on board. So if you look right here, I kind of pulled this up from BBC. So essentially, this is the ship right here that was wrecked in 1905, and they're claiming that they found the gold and the treasure, and that's what the ICO was backed by. So the newspaper said that Chanel, one or the other, would soon show videos of the Donskoy wreck, and in the first half of 2019, distribute dividends worth 10% of the value of the treasure that it estimated at 150 trillion, worth $133 billion to holders of the cryptocurrency. So police in Seoul requested an international arrest warrant for the founder of Singapore-based firm Thursday after launching an investigation into the company and a South Korean startup over false claims of discovering a long-lost Russian treasure ship. Come on, man. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. 124,000 investors, $53.5 million for some treasure ship ICO. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this stuff up. So Anyway, moving on to some other news. You have Coinbase announces the Ethereum Classic support is in its final testing phase. So you can see right here, it says the company believes the phase will be completed by Tuesday, August 7th, at which point it will start accepting inbound Ethereum Classic transfers. Coinbase is set to release an announcement once its users can transfer the cryptocurrency. Before trading is enabled on the company's platform, inbound transfers will roll in for a period of 24 to 48 hours to ensure Coinbase Pro and Coinbase Prime have enough liquidity. If we have a look over here, give it a quick refresh, 0.3%. Okay, 2.3%. So looks like people are getting excited. As you can tell right here, if you go and you look at the 7-day chart, you can see there was this spike right here that happened. Obviously, everybody got really excited and it just pumped. So we'll see what happens with the price. I mean, is it a buy the rumor, sell the news? I don't know. I know for a fact that Captain Crypto is pretty excited over this for sure because he was definitely getting on that Ethereum Classic boat, if you guys didn't catch the live stream from the other day. So also we have reports of Dunamu emphasize that Upbit Exchange holds 100% of user funds and 27% more than the cryptocurrency holding of his investor, more than enough to reimburse every user on the platform. So this is just showing that Upbit comes out clean on their audit that they had after their raid. So obviously we've had a lot of different audits happening lately, which is good. We need this for transparency in the space. You know, Coinbase was audited. There was another exchange just recently as well. So obviously, in contrast, elaborating a little bit more on what happened. So yesterday I was talking about what happened with OKX. Today we have a little bit more details as to exactly what happened. So it says that on July 31st, a Bitcoin trader ID 2051247 opened an enormous Bitcoin futures bet of more than 4 million contracts, with each contract having a notional value of $100. The trader's bet stood at over $400 million. The trader offered both cash and leverage, betting that the price of Bitcoin would increase. Due to the size of the bet, OKX contacted the trader asking him or her to reduce the overall risk significantly. According to OKX, the client refused to cooperate, which led to our decision of freezing the client's account to prevent further positions increasing. Shortly after this preemptive action, unfortunately, the Bitcoin price tumbled, causing the liquidation of the account. And then that's when they had to basically enact and implement their societal risk management mechanism, okay? So you can see right here, the trader bought the Bitcoin futures at this price level. So you can see there was that dip right there in the chart. And it says that the clawback will be realized from the gains of users who profited from the losing Bitcoin futures contract. According to OKX statement on the matter, they say we will take a portion of the profit, an equal percentage from all the profited traders, only to cover the difference between the liquidated price and settled price. So that's just a little bit more of the information. That's what was going on. So that's crazy, guys. Yeah, you got to be prepared for stuff like that. You can't be taking it from the investors. I don't know. That's crazy to me. So here's some interesting things that came out of Elastos. So Fei Li says remote control connection from South Africa to China via the Elastos carrier tested by TI. You could find TI's screenshot here. So basically, this is TI essentially picking TV programs from South Africa for somebody that was in Shanghai using Elastos and his mobile phone. Obviously, it's all in Chinese, but yeah, so you can see that as well. And on top of that, you do have an interview that came out from Crypto Bulk, another one from Rong Chen. So if you guys are interested, I'll definitely drop that below. Also, let's talk about Bitcoin.org forked to launch a neutral community-maintained Bitcoin website. So now Bitcoin.org has officially split into two websites. One will be the community-maintained fork of Bitcoin.org called btcinformation.org. The creators of the new website say it will provide neutral information about Bitcoin. So as you can see right here, this looks like the one that we're familiar with. So this has now become btcinformation.org, and this is now bitcoin.org. So the website has split. You have the original creators and maintainers holding this one, and then you have Bitcoin.org going, or BTC Information org, going to the people to be more transparent, open, neutral, fair, etc. So Now we're forking websites, guys. First we're forking the coins, now we're forking the websites. So what else do we got going on here? So CoinMarketCap actually has announced today that on top of accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and fiat for their ads on their website, since that's the only way that these guys make money, now they are saying that they will be accepting Kind ads as well. So that's just another form of payment for advertisers. This is Kind ads right here. Here's the benefits and the differences. I mean, you guys could check this out. Probably doesn't really affect most of us, but that's just in case anybody does do advertising. CoinMarketCap will be accepting that as well. So moving on a little bit too, we were talking about the first IPO for High Times, and they're going to be accepting cryptocurrency. So I was trying to figure out exactly how they were able to do this with the whole accredited investor versus non-accredited investor. So it says that High Times is using a handy law called Regulation A+ crowdfunding, designated to allow small companies like the media brand to crowdsource $50 million in a public offering from everyone, including non-accredited everyday investors. So if you've got $11 or some Bitcoin, you're in. So if you want to grab some High Times stock and pay in crypto and you're not accredited, well, they basically welcome you with open arms. So real quick before we go, I wanted to just discuss this. Now, I had heard some people speaking about this. I have not covered it on my channel, so I will not bore you with repetitive news. However, Madonna has partnered with Ripple to help Malawi's HIV/AIDS orphans. So this is something that she's actually set up quite a while ago. So this is to celebrate her 60th birthday. And a lot of the proceeds, the donations will specifically benefit the work of the non-profit at the Home of Hope Orphanage in Malawi. At the time of writing, they've raised almost $29,000 according to her Facebook page. So while I am not a fan of these constant Ripple celebrity endorsements, I do have to say that I do support these, philanthropy aspects of it where, we're donating to the animals, we're donating to the orphanages, etc. And I do appreciate this. So, you hate Ripple, but in one hand, what are you going to do? They've been doing some nice things lately, and I know that it's been heavily relied on people like Bill Clinton and Ashton Kutcher and Madonna, but what are you going to do, guys? What are you going to do? So finally, I wanted to talk about this. So you guys remember Sky Mining. So the CEO, they were calling it an exit scam, right? And he basically was running away with everyone's money. So it says nearly 1,000 people have signed a petition for the extradition of Lei Min Tam, the CEO of Sky Mining. The signatories are calling for Tam's deportation from the United States following allegations that he fled after defrauding investors of $36 million. So it says Lei Min Tam eventually fled the country and apologized via Facebook to investors for his actions. He stated that he would remain hidden in order to protect his life. Yeah. There you go. There you guys go. Another exit scam. But here's the bit of good news. Here's the bit of good news before we go. So the 2018 U.S.-China Blockchain and Digital Currency Conference at LAX Marriott Hotel on August 22nd is going to be happening despite Beijing's official ban on sales of new digital tokens and the halt on Bitcoin trading. So basically, China remains a hub of activity for blockchain development. The conference will be the only Sino-U.S. investment and funding-focused event for blockchain and cryptocurrency industry. Hundreds of blockchain entrepreneurs, investors, Bitcoin mine operators, traders, and legal taxation experts are expected to attend, and it will provide a great platform for peer-to-peer networking and exploring investment, finance, business, and collaboration opportunities between the U.S., China, and other countries. So this is good news because a lot of us think that China is just out of the game. They're not involved anymore. They can't do anything. So here you go, right here. This will be happening in L.A. at the Marriott. Check it out. Looks pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into going. Maybe I'll consider going. So that being said, guys, I also found this out. I did not know this, but we were talking about going to events. Did you guys know that on CoinMarketCap, there's actually an events calendar? Like, you know how many times I go on this website and I never noticed that? So you click on this and look, it has World Blockchain Roadshow Asia, Block Conscious Summit, Silicon Valley FinTech. Like, look at all these. Yeah, look at all these events. Coinvention. I know a lot of people that are going to that one. Yeah, there's one happening in Las Vegas. So I don't know. I just wanted to kind of point that out, guys. I had no idea that they had that on the website. And guys, one thing I want to say is to everybody that's bashing fiat, they have finally come out and said, why do these cryptocurrency people hate us so much? Just leave us alone. Poor old fiat, guys. So that being said, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You guys are freaking awesome. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hope you're having a great day. That being said, you guys are awesome. Everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting, freaking love you guys. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.